should understand that in politics, if you speak the truth, you will be in trouble, because politics, they did not need the truth. Now, the headlines. Uju Kennedy claims Elumelu Ato Eze donated 280 million, but I returned it after my sack. Now the details. Uju Kennedy Ohanenye, a former Minister of Women Affairs, has disclosed that she returned about 280 million naira individuals donated to the Ministry of Women Affairs after President Bola Tinubu sacked her. On October 23rd, Tinubu sacked Ohanenye and 4 other ministers, saying it was an action meant to reinvigorate the government's capacity for efficiency. United Bank for Africa Group Chairman Tony Elumelu and Atlas Oreto, Petroleum's Chief Executive Officer Ato Eze were prominent figures who donated some of the money to the ministry on October 15th to implement some humanitarian programs. She, however, said she did not utilize the funds when the president terminated her appointment. Rather than leave the funds in the ministry for her successor to continue those programs, Ohanenye ordered the minister's bankers to return the money to their sources. Ladies and gentlemen, I do not know the offense of Ohanenye, the former ministers of Women Affairs, why he was sacked by President Bola Tinubu. That is why I said that in politics, if you speak the truth, if they look at you that you are going to a kind of review their secret, what they need to do is to make you to leave their midst. At the same time, you become their enemies. Here, Ohanenye, the former minister, is saying that some personalities in Nigeria has donated some of 280 million naira for her to use and work as a women affairs minister, but she did not use the money. And then, as such, when she wanted to use the money, her appointment was terminated. And now she is saying that the money should be paid so that he will return the money to the owners. Now, if Uju Kennedy is saying that the successor's bankers should return the money so that he can give it back to the owner, I think the woman has sincerity, because if it is some people, that money is gone, but he wants to return the money to those who donated the money to her. She discussed some of the support and the challenges the ministry recorded under her watch on Wednesday on Channels Television's Politics Today. The programs initiated in the ministry, like the mobile court going to rescue these small girls of 5 to 12 years old who are hawking on the street, rescue them, take them back to school. I did not have money for that because it was not part of what the ministry budgeted for, the former minister said. So when I call on Nigerians, I was so surprised on October 15th. A lot of them, including Chief Ato Eze, they all gathered at the presidential villa, and they donated money to this effect. They were very happy to support it. Ladies and gentlemen, Ohanenye said that while shortly in the office, she cried out that some children on the street hawking instead of them to go to school. Therefore, she cried out, and some Nigerian personality donated some of 280 million so that she can use to make sure that those girls hawking on the street to return to school. I think the Women Affairs Minister has done what is good, and we are praying that God will bless her. But why her appointment was terminated is what we don't understand. But what I know in politics is that if they look at you that you are not in their caucus, that you are going to review their secret, what they need to do is to do away with you, which I believe this is what happened. Because if you look at the former Minister of Women Affairs, her actions or the way she initiated something is not too bad. I don't know why her appointment was terminated. Even Tony Elumelu and others, they donated a lot of money. Unfortunately, not up to 2 weeks after the donation, as we were trying to take off, starting from discongesting the courts and the prisons and going to the street, I was sacked. When that happened, remember that they donated that money to help these poor people, the vulnerable. As a minister, there was no way I could have continued using that money. I did not even use it at all. So what happened was I asked the secretary who was in charge to write to the bank to do a reversal of the funds. So everybody who donated that money after Easy gave me 100 million. So many others people donated 30 million naira, 20 million naira. All their monies were paid back to them. I did not touch a penny. I did not use any because I was to use it in my capacity as a minister. As far as I was not a minister anymore, the best thing was to return their money. Ladies and gentlemen, this woman, she is truthful. They said money was to use to take the poor girls, the poor children on the street hawking to the school, but she was sacked, and she is saying that the money should be paid back so that he will give it back to the owner since she did not use the money. I think this is somebody who is truthful. If it were to be some people, what they will do with that money is to take that money for themselves and cater for themselves in as much as that money has entered their accounts. So this is what we brought to you at this hour. Thanks for joining us.